What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story that broke yesterday morning, and it falls along the lines of domestic disputes like we talk about a lot on this channel. You know, and I gave my opinion about this type of stuff and how horrific it is and how senseless it is as well. I want to talk about a story out of Orange County, Florida today. Shout out Orange County. And it's involving this woman right here. This woman right here, her name is Takesha Eads. Now, some articles call her Takesha Bryant because she was married. She's 42 years old. She tragically lost her life during a domestic issue involving this guy right here. Lamar Bryant, 41 years old, her husband. Where the story goes is she was sitting in the house. He just walked up in the house, pulled the gun, blazed her, and left up out of there. Now, I don't know what make people do this type of stuff, but, you know, I'm not religious, but the Bible says, hey, you know, you don't want to mess with somebody that's unevenly yoked with you, whatever that means, you know, as far as like your love and worship for God or whatever it means. You know what I'm saying? But even though, you know, I'm not religious, a lot of stuff sound like common sense to me out here in the real world. You shouldn't deal with people that don't share your same passion or just a big difference in your personality, like night and day. And what I'm about to show you has a lot to do with what I just said about night and day personalities. For some odd reason, this woman right here supposedly was in the church and a good person and stuff, but she was married to a demon. Take a look at this.
We start right now at 11 tonight with some new developments in a deadly shooting. We now know the name of a woman gunned down late today inside a local home. The man deputies think killed her is still on the run tonight. I'm Matt Austin. Glad you're with us. Ginger has the night off. So the shooting happened at a home right here on Livingston Street in West Orange County's Orla Vista neighborhood. That's south of the 408, just east of Kirkman Road. News 6's Mike Valenti talked to the grieving family members and friends. He's outside the Orange County Sheriff's Office waiting for an update. So Mike, some of these people say they saw the man walk into this woman's home.
Yeah, Matt, that's right. And some loved ones of Takesha Eads were inconsolable on that scene. Understandably, they did not want to go and speak with us on camera, but they still wanted us to know about the 42-year-old.
A mother of four and a grandmother expecting her fifth grandchild, Takesha Eads is seen in this picture provided to us by her sister-in-law. Takesha was a teacher and an active member of her church. That's all according to her family, some of whom say they were with Eads at a house on West Livingston Street when a man walked in and shot her. The sheriff's office has not told us much, but they did say this shooting was, quote, domestic in nature, and that deputies have identified the suspect. Police were out on the scene for several hours, well into the night, family and friends comforting each other, while the lights on police cruisers continued to flash.
Again, as I just reported, police have identified the suspect, but as of this broadcast, that suspect has not been apprehended. We did email the Orange County Sheriff's Office about an hour ago to check if there were any developments in this case. We have not yet heard back, but of course, we will bring you the updates on air and online on clickorlando.com. And I want to leave you with this. We did have a chance to speak with Eads' mother briefly off camera. Understandably, she did not want to go into depth about this situation, the horrible loss of her daughter, but she did want us to know that her daughter, Takesha Eads, was a good person. We're live in Orange County tonight. Mike Valenti, Getting Results, News 6.
A man behind bars in a community in mourning after a school teacher is murdered in Orla Vista. That suspect was arrested last night. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Ellison. Police are telling us the victim was a mother, grandmother, and very involved in the church. News 6's Angie Casada has the latest on the investigation.
Yes, she was like my guardian angel.
Family and friends described Takesha Bryant as a devoted mother of four and a loving grandmother who was expecting her fifth grandchild. She was a teacher at a local private school and was deeply involved in her church. Latasha Tony says Takesha was a constant light in her life.
Because we always prayed together, and anytime I talked to her, she always had something positive to say to uplift me and make me think more positive and to move forward. And it really hurts me more than anything because she meant a lot to me. There's other people who's never really been out there for me. She's always been there for me, her and her husband.
Loved ones who were with her Tuesday afternoon just before 4 o'clock say her husband, Lamar Bryant, walked into this home on West Livingston Street and opened fire.
Because we all have problems, but that's just something that should have happened, but did happen. She's a wonderful lady. She's beautiful. She has a nice heart.
Deputies say the shooting was domestic in nature. Bryant was rushed to the hospital but did not survive.
Sheriff's deputies worked tirelessly overnight, gathering evidence at the scene. And just hours ago, they arrested Lamar Bryant, who's here at the Orange County Jail facing a first-degree murder charge. Now, as the investigation continues, family and those close to Takesha Bryant are mourning the loss of a mother, a grandmother, and a beloved teacher.
The sheriff's office has not yet released details about a possible motive, but will continue following this case and bring you any new updates. In Orange County, Angie Casada, Getting Results, News 6.
Bryant is no stranger to law enforcement. Just 2 weeks ago, on March 12th, he posted bond after being arrested for fleeing and eluding police and possession of cocaine with intent to sell. For Takesha's family, they describe her as someone who would do anything for anyone, someone who brought people together through her church and her love for the community. Neighbors say it's hard to believe something like this could happen here.
That's the story. And may this lady Takesha Eads rest in peace. Now I'm going to show you something. You cannot build without someone of like mind. You can't build with somebody that's not like you. You can't. Now, we all have differences in our upbringing and how we see the world and life, period. But stuff like this, you see a common occurrence. I always say the victim of domestic violence was the good person, and they get wrapped up in a bad person. Now, this woman went to church. She was a school teacher. People say she had a heart of gold. That didn't stop the devil from knocking on her door and her submitting to temptation. That's her husband. You know what I'm saying? You can love the Lord all you want and all this other stuff and be into the church and have a good heart, but you still follow the leadership of the man, whether he's a man or not. Now, I showed you at the end, this guy right here, 41 fucking years old, still in the goddamn street trying to be a D-boy. So you think about that. Got a pretty wife, don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they showed his criminal record 2 weeks ago. Possession of cocaine. Running from the police in a car. Jesus Christ. Really? This is what we doing. This is just the situation, man. The pickings are slim out here. And what's even more slim is the way these people are being picked. People like this are selfish. They don't care about anybody but themselves. This guy shot this girl who had multiple children, which he knew about, that he knew he would hurt. If he hurt her, he did it anyway. And he supposedly did it with people in the house. Then he walked out. Like that was gangster. That's some coward shit. It is. And death should be the penalty. He didn't give her no deal. He didn't offer her no ultimatum when he pulled the gun out and shot her. So he shouldn't get one in the justice system. But then again, you know, they're going to fuck this shit up as always. This is sad, sickening, horrific. A bunch of people left with the laws trying to pick up pieces, and we still don't even know what the motive was for this guy to do this to a woman that he felt was good enough for him to marry. I'm going to show you something. Speaking of criminal records, I'm going to put the picture up of him up there. This is a picture of him from 2023. Right? In fact, let me see. Let me make sure this is 2023. Yeah. Okay. It's from 6. Hold on. I don't know when this is from, but this is his mugshot on the mugshot zone. Lamar Antonio Bryant, age 39. So this was 2 years ago. So this was 2023. I was right. Look at the charges. This is all at one time. Look at the charges this guy got caught with. Sale and delivery of cocaine. Bond $15,000. Drug trafficking. Dangerous fentanyl. $100,000. Sale, delivery of fentanyl. Sale, delivery of cocaine. Possession of cocaine. Possession of fentanyl. Violation of community control. I guess that means he had an ankle monitor or something, or probation, whatever it was. Sale, delivery of fentanyl. Sale, delivery of cocaine. So basically, he got a whole bunch of things of selling cocaine and selling fentanyl. Drug deal. What you think about that? This woman right here had a professional career, but had a street dude. You cannot change what's unchangeable. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how long they was married. I don't even know if them kids is his, because looking at his situation, the way he is and the way she is, maybe them kids was there before he came. But either way, it don't even matter. You a leader as a man and got a woman to follow you, and it cost her life. And that's the sickest thing about it. And what's messed up is there are children here. She didn't get a chance to see her last grandbaby. He didn't care nothing about that. He only cared about control and himself. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Prayers and condolences to the family. And may she rest in peace. I wonder how many people came to her and said, hey, listen, you need to get away from this dude. But a lot of times when you go to church and stuff like that, and you don't want to lead the person, you want to try to save the person and stuff, it never works out, especially with a woman trying to convert a man. At 41 years old, he is who he is. And that's all he ever going to be. Only change has to start between himself, and at 41 years old, he likes who he is. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.